All right!
Let's do this.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on another episode of Free Beer with Charlie. Here at the studio of the world famous Mermaid Lounge. My name is Big Al, and this is Charlie.
Hey everybody, we can't thank our free beer community enough for being with us today. We hope everybody had a good week. How's Big Al's?
Oh, it was a great week.
It was.
Yeah.
And my gosh, it's like we've had a resurgence of summer here.
Yeah.
I'm like, it was getting down in the 60s and getting cold, and now all of a sudden it's like 85 degrees.
You don't know how to dress.
Yeah.
So I just wear shorts all the time.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
As you can see, we got a little different setup today. We're going to do first of what I hope is a long line of episodes called Beer Lab. And what we're going to do here is we're going to mix some beers, some maybe that we didn't like so much, and try to make them something that we do like.
We really don't think, Big Al, that there's really such a thing as bad beer. We've just had some beer that we weren't really happy with.
Some of them are worse than others.
Some are worse than others.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody out there brewing beer. Love you. Thank you for doing it. But what we're going to do today is we got Crazy Brewski. Now, we've made comments repeatedly since we've tried that. If you haven't checked out our video, go to our website or YouTube and check it out. That'll kind of give you a better base for what we think of it. So, on the other side of the table, we've got a strawberry rhubarb sour ale. Now, once again, Big Al and I, we haven't found a sour anything that we were crazy
If you're
about.
into the sour craze, awesome. That's great.
And we know it's a big thing right now. There's a lot of companies putting out some sour beers.
Somebody's got to drink it. They're making it. So, you know.
Yeah, so we've got this one coming out of Great Divide. So what we're going to do is we've got a base here, which we talk about. Bud Light, Budweiser it's the classic lager.
It's just an all-around good lager.
Yeah, it's an all-around great beer. We've always used Budweiser and Bud Light as our base for all of our comparisons.
Yeah, and so whenever we use this as a mix, we don't want to use water, so we want to use some, I'll say a neutral, good all-around
just lager.
Base beer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's, we feel, the reason that is we feel that that's a great lager for everybody. I think everybody, whether you like beer, don't like beer, can have a Bud and be satisfied. So.
Now let's describe Crazy Brewski, because we're kind of looking at two ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
We got a typical lager. We have this.
I don't know from research, I don't know specifically if the region of Lithuania that this is the style and flavor of beer they like, but it's very, very sweet, very, very yeasty.
Is yeasty a word?
I think it is.
It is now.
It's definitely, you take a drink of that, you'll know it is.
Yeah. But they've been making this for how long?
Hundreds
of years. This is an old company.
And so, we respect the heritage, it's awesome, but we can't drink it. It's 15%. I guess we should throw that out there.
Oh yeah, 15%.
So it's a high alcohol beer.
Yeah.
So
on the other side,
it's a sour ale. So once again, you've got two totally different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Sweet, yeasty, sour, tart.
We think we have everything we need.
I think so.
What in the world is going on with the lights?
I don't know.
Did you pay the electric bill? Oh wait, it was my turn to pay the electric bill.
You paid it, didn't you?
I think so.
I hope so.
Wow, this is crazy.
It is crazy.
We can't really.
Did you hear that too?
Yeah, we can't really do anything in the dark. There's a candle somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I got a lighter for the Bunsen burner.
In case the.
Okay. Here, I get this lighter right here. Okay.
Oh, that helps.
That helps. I don't think that's going to be enough light for
our.
Yeah.
I was going to say for our experiment here we're trying to work on.
Maybe I should light another one.
Oh wow. I didn't realize the studio was this dark.
Maybe we should
probably
cut to our beer reviews for the Halloween beers.
Yeah, we probably should.
We'll get back to this.
Yeah, we better figure out what's going on with the power.
Okay. So Charlie, this is the first in our Halloween beers we're going to look at tonight.
Yeah, I say we just get it out and get started with it. Now what we got here is it's coming out of Dixie Beer. We'll pull up a label for everybody. We just recently did a Dixie beer out of New Orleans.
Yeah.
And what this is the Voodoo series. And Big Al and I thought, well, you know what? what better to start with than a voodoo doll for our Halloween
Yeah,
episode?
sounds good.
Man, what do you think about the smell on this one?
I mean, it's slightly pleasant.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah, it's definitely no funk, no skunk.
Yeah, that's good.
I'd say that's probably just a 1 on our smell
Probably
meter.
a 1.
Yeah.
Kind of normal.
Let's try it.
Sure. Nice.
Nice.
A little bit fruity or something there.
Yeah. It's definitely more than like a typical lager.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is considered their little IPA, but
Yeah.
it's I don't want to say watered down, but it's almost like a watered down IPA.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just milder. What do you give that on our scale there, sweetness?
I'd say probably just a 1. I mean, it's basically ranks right in there with what we consider a typical lager, even though it's an IPA.
Sure.
But good flavor.
Good
I like
flavor.
it.
What do you think about category-wise?
Man,
This will fit in more than one, I think. That's
I think as smooth as it is and as tasteful as it is, I think it could be an entry level. I think we're probably talking a guzzler for sure.
yeah. Somebody new to beer could drink this. And,
What else do you think?
well, it's refreshing.
Definitely refreshing.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Big Al, overall?
It's not really got a wow factor. It's a good beer.
Good beer.
I'd
Very
take this
good
on a
beer.
float trip or something. I'd say probably on our overall rating, it's a 3.
Oh yeah, I think definitely.
Yeah. Now, did we tell the alcohol content on this one?
No, we didn't. You know what it is?
I think it's 4.7.
Yep,
4.7.
4.7.
Yeah. A good, upstanding beer.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, Charlie, this is the second in the
This
Voodoo
is the
series,
second.
right here.
Well, let's just get started. Now this is the Crimson Voodoo. We'll pull up a picture of it for our free beer community
So
to
this
see.
is called a raspberry white ale, right?
Yes, that is correct. We know the alcohol by volume on this
This
one.
one's 5.2.
Yeah,
Still
so-
respectable.
Yeah, respectable.
Nothing crazy.
I still love the labels on these. They
Yeah, they
did a
are
fantastic job on
Definitely
there.
New Orleans.
Definitely Nolans.
Yeah.
Oh my
What do you
gosh,
think about the smell on that, Charlie?
man, very pleasant.
I mean, it's pleasant. It's not very loud, though.
No.
You know, it's kind of mild.
I mean,
but
I'm definitely
get
getting
that-
raspberry.
Yeah, I was going to say, raspberries to smell.
Man, do you think this could be a breakfast beer?
I think it could be a breakfast beer.
What do you think on smell overall?
It's probably a 1.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's not... If it
No.
was louder...
Right.
Is that louder a thing for smell?
I think it is. For us, it is.
Yeah, because what else would you call it?
Right.
Smellier?
Yeah. Well, the smellier, the louder, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is the fragrance is I all I can say is beautiful. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's nice.
just it's
Yeah.
pleasant. It's not overdone.
Yeah.
Let's try it and see what it tastes like.
Wow. That's good.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
that raspberry taste
I
right
was,
there. That,
I was joking about the breakfast beer, but
Yeah.
if you like raspberries, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, that's good. What do you give that on the sweet to bitter?
I have to say that's above our typical. I have
Yeah.
to say that's a 2.
Now, it has a little bit of a bitter on the very back,
Yeah, but it's
You know?
it's not bad though.
but
It's,
the sweet over
by leaps and bounds.
Very nice.
What do you think on our categories? It's definitely. I think if you like raspberries, it's breakfast beer
Yeah,
for sure.
you could. Yeah,
Definitely
And this
breakfast
is probably entry level because it's kind of a fruit juice type thing.
Are you getting any beer or alcohol?
I mean, it's really carbonated. I was going to say guzzler, but it is so carbonated. I'm getting full.
That's what I was gonna say. I seriously, in what I've had, I feel full.
It fills you up pretty fast.
Do we know what the alcohol by volume is?
This one's 5.2, which is good and respectable.
Yeah, that's not bad. What do you think overall?
You know, it's got a little bit of a wow factor there.
Definitely.
It's above and beyond the normal, so I think probably a 4. What do you think?
Yeah, I think definitely a 4. Man, that's a good beer.
Very nice.
Very good.
So Charlie, this is number 3 in the Voodoo series.
Let's pull it out and
Yeah.
get started with it. Oh my gosh, look at the label on that one.
Wow.
This is the Blackened Voodoo.
Black and gold.
Oh,
so
man.
everything in Louisiana is blackened. You know, I've had blackened fish and blackened steak.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going to have a blackened beer.
Yes, and this is technically a black lager,
Oh,
is what
okay.
it is. Do you know the alcohol by volume on this one?
So this was 5.5.
So just right in there with the typical lager.
So, I mean, what do you think about the smell, Charlie?
Boy, that's definitely pleasant.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'd say that's definitely a 1.
Yeah, that's a pretty normal.
That's I guess on our scale it'd be a typical lager.
Yeah, yeah.
But boy, it is dark.
You can actually see through it though. It's kind of like a cola or a root beer or something.
Oh, well, that's probably the best way to say it. It is a cola color when you hold it up.
So
to the light.
it's not a completely blackout thing.
No.
But let's see what it tastes like.
Let's do it.
I didn't expect that from a darker beer.
Me either.
It kind of tastes like a lager, but darker.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does, and that's weird. We need to tell our free beer community it's unique.
Yeah.
But it's like you said, it's like a darkened lager.
Mm-hmm. What do you give that on sweet to bitter?
I'd say it's typical. It's a 1. I'd say on our scale.
Yeah, that part's
definitely
not
a 1.
any different than a lager. The taste is unique.
Yeah.
It has a very dark taste.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of a word to describe that. It's on the verge of a smoke, but it's not a smoke.
It's not really a smoke, but it is a.
And it's on the verge of a coffee, but it's not coffee.
No, there's no real coffee there, although there's a bit of a bitterness. It's a pretty easy drinker, though. I would say this on our categories, this would be like a refreshing beer.
Yeah, it's surprising because a lot of the black lagers we've had haven't been necessarily refreshing, but this has that.
Yeah.
There's something to it that.
This is a guzzler as well.
It's definitely a guzzler.
Yeah. Very good.
So what do you think overall on this one?
It's probably a 3.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's definitely a good beer. I think we definitely, like you said, we could guzzle it. Mm-hmm. But no wow factor.
I mean it's unique a little bit, but
it's very unique.
Very good beer.
Good beer.
Would we buy this and drink it? Heck yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Good stuff. So Charlie, this is the 4th in the series of our Halloween beers called the Voodoo series.
Let's pull it out. Ooh, golly, look at the label on that and the colors.
Nice.
That is beautiful. Still love the gold top on this.
Voodoo Queen.
Voodoo Queen. Do we know what this is by volume?
Yeah, 6.8.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the highest one in the series.
Yes.
Hazy IPA.
We're looking forward to trying this one.
Yeah, this will be good. Yeah, that's nice. What do you think about the smell there?
Oh golly. That's pleasant.
Yeah, it's probably not more than a 1, no?
Yeah, definitely not more than 1.
Let's give it a taste. Very nice.
Man, that is good.
Yeah, that's more than just a typical lager taste.
Yeah, it's definitely not just a lager.
But there again, when we talk about taste, bitter to sweet, it's probably a lager 1.
Right, it's not more than 1.
But what is that other flavor? What else is going on there?
I mean, it's
a little bit of hop.
I was going to say it's a little hop, maybe almost a little citrus there.
Mild though. Very good.
And it's just right in that vein of.
Yeah.
Once again, we got to get Dixie.
Oh, they've been doing some good beers.
There's something about this whole series that it's just like this one. This is a good example of it's different, but it's so faint. Some of the subtle notes and some of the subtle taste, it's like, oh my gosh. And this is a good beer.
Yeah, and it is hazy. I mean, it's got that.
Oh, it's definitely hazy IPA. But there's something about that sweetness balanced by that citrus.
That's what they're going for, and they did it. Now, on our categories, I would say this is probably a refreshing beer.
Yeah, and I think we could guzzle this one.
Yeah, we could guzzle this.
Sure. But golly, the balance there is what I'm impressed with.
It is carbonated though.
Yeah, but very good. What do you think overall?
And, I think I'd give it a 4. It's more than just a good drinker.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Now this is available in a variety pack, right? They can get all these in a variety pack. That would be cool for Halloween.
And that's the thing, we got to give Dixie once again to come out with a Voodoo series and do it in a variety pack. Fantastic.
Dixie since 1907, New Orleans.
New Orleans, gotta love New Orleans.
Yeah. So here we are with our 5th Halloween beer of the night. Now this is not Dixie anymore. This is Stone.
Yes.
Stone Brewing. So we did 4 Dixie beers.
Yes.
There were Voodoo series. That's good Halloween stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we did the Bat Squatch video before that. Bat Squatch coming out of Rogue Brewing.
Yes.
And now we're at Stone with another Halloween. If you don't have something to drink on Halloween with a neat Halloween label and story, then you haven't been watching Free Beer with Shark.
That's right. Let's pull it out, and we've got to show our free beer community this. Oh, wait a minute. Something's wrong here, Big Al.
Yeah,
it's upside down. Oh, or is it? Oh my gosh.
Was that a misprint?
No, actually, you got to give Stone Brewing that no stone goes unturned. So let's just crack this open.
So yeah, look how clear that is. I mean, there is no haziness to this one.
What's the alcohol by volume?
This one's 9.4.
Have we ever had a 9.4 beer that was that clear and just...
I mean, take a smell of that though.
Oh my gosh.
It's very hoppy, but it's a nice smell.
But oh, it's so pleasant. This is another one of those, the Enjoy By series. It's got 12 plus hops in it.
Yeah. So what would you give that on our pleasant to unpleasant?
Man, that's definitely a 1. I think that's just a...
It's not loud or anything.
No.
It's just a nice smell.
Remember back the first IPAs we tried?
Oh yeah.
They were like, our taste buds went, ah!
Yeah.
And it's like
those glands in your neck.
And it's like you said, Big Al said, fresh mowed lawn. It's like I had to chew my beer. And I'm going,
I don't like chewing beer.
No. I'm like, I'm here for the beer. Let's cheer. Let's take a drink.
That's good.
Yeah. And we're here for the beer.
Let's see what this tastes like.
Let's do it.
Very nice.
Very nice. Now, you explained to me how Stone can take that many hops and have that pleasant of a beer.
Right.
I mean,
so I mean, on a sweet to bitter, it's slightly sweet.
Yeah.
It's not. It's got a little bitter backside from the hops, but I would say overall we're probably looking at what, another 1.
Oh yeah, definitely. But the thing that's impressive is we're talking 9.4.
I know. I don't really get the alcohol wang that I usually get.
And that's what I was going to say to our free beer community is that many hops, that high alcohol content, and how can it be that balanced?
Yeah, this is a very nice beer. It's got a little bit of a creaminess to it for some reason.
Yeah, and I think that's where that drinkability comes from. It's so, like you said, creamy. It's creamy.
Speaking of drinkability, though, what would you give it in our category? This isn't a beginner beer at 9.4.
Oh no,
entry level.
I'd say it's definitely complex.
It is complex. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
And yeah,
complex and what in between?
Yeah,
because this is something you'd have. You couldn't take this on a float trip and drink one after the other.
No.
That's not what this is for. That's not what this is made for, I wouldn't think.
No, definitely in between this and amongst a couple other styles of beer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sure they don't make something like this for you to buy a big pack and guzzle them down. This is just, it's, for one thing, it's too rich. It's just really
And that's a good point. Big Al said the richness of it. And I think that gets back to the creaminess. How they put that many hops in a beer with that high alcohol content, but that smoothness. To me, it's an easy drinker.
It is easy to drink.
It doesn't have, at 9.4, you'd think you get that backside of that alcohol.
Yeah.
And it's not there. So
what would you give this overall?
Oh my gosh. For the complexity, the drinkability.
Got a bit of a wow factor, just the fact that it's that high in alcohol. And you don't really taste the alcohol that much.
Boy, I really think overall it's a 4.
I go with that.
Yeah. That's a good beer. I mean, for Halloween, you better be careful coming up because you drink too many of these. Yeah. The spookiness is going to get spookier.
Yeah, the spirits are going to be with you.
The spirits are definitely going to be following you around.
Since this is our last one, I guess it's time to do our...
Here's the God, guns, and rock and roll.
Amen. Very nice.
Very nice. I got to give Stone, man. These Enjoy By series,
Yeah.
They've been over the top. How they do that with the amount of hops, the smoothness, the creaminess, the non-alcohol for the high volume. Fantastic.
And don't forget, folks, I'm Big Al.
I'm Charlie.
Till next time. Wow, I'm glad we got the lights working again. This is much better.
I didn't realize this was so dark.
I didn't think we could do this by candle.
I guess
Plus, it was a little creepy.
it was a little creepy. That's why I said I didn't think it was this dark in our studio.
I hope you enjoyed the Halloween series that we previewed.
Yes. Good beers.
Yeah, real good stuff.
Got some good stuff.
Okay, so we've got our base here.
Now, Big Al, not to interrupt, I apologize
ahead.
for that, but for our free beer community, we better, being in the beer lab, we better put on our OSHA non-approved safety goggles.
Yes,
We
safety
don't want,
first.
Yes, we don't want any broken glass in our eyes or anything like that, because,
Right.
who knows, might stumble. Might
Anything
drop
can
something.
happen in here.
Anything can happen.
Okay,
So now, for everybody at home, what we've done, because to save dramatic pouring scenes,
yes, we don't need another one of those.
we've pre-poured everything. Now, what we've come up with is our parts. We're using one part of our base, one part of our Crazy Brewski, and we're using 2.5 parts of our strawberry rhubarb sour ale.
Yeah.
Now, at home,
We're
do you
thinking that the sweetness will counteract the sourness and mix with this nice regular base and come up with something that's actually drinkable.
yes.
If not, we'll just drink this one.
Yes. We'll use this beaker to wash out our mouths from that. So,
Very good.
All right, I say we just get started.
All right, let's get started. I'll pour this strawberry rrhubarb.
See?
I'm glad you had your safety glasses on, 'cause that could have not went
We need
into
to redo that?
No.
Okay. You'll have to throw something up in there, I guess. Oh my, there's a lot of alcohol in that one.
Yeah, so the high alcohol didn't have much head on it. And now,
I'm a little unsteady with all this glass today.
now normally a base is you would think would be like the main ingredient, but in this case, we needed a lot of strawberry rhubarb sourness to counteract that craziness of the Crazy Brewski.
I mean, for our free beer community, if you haven't tried Crazy Brewski, we encourage you to try it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
to really get the full wow.
Wow. That's all I can say.
You need to actually go purchase one yourself and try it.
Yeah.
So I'm
So,
going to try this.
I still get to slide a glass.
Yes. Slide it to yourself.
See what we can do.
Now, Big Al's pouring, so he'll
So
probably
I
get
will
more
get
this
the.
time.
Well, actually, I'm not sure if I want more of this.
Maybe not today.
I'm going to do it a little bit like this, so we both get a little bit of the top part of the glass and the lower part of the glass. Sounds good.
Boy, and it looks good.
You know, it does look good. Now from here, that just looks like a nice lager.
Yeah.
It's got just a little bit of a head there.
Ooh, I smell the rhubarb.
Oh yeah.
Let's go ahead and take a drink.
All right, let's try that. That is totally different than either one of those separately.
I'm almost at a loss for words.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so I'm getting real rhubarb flavor.
Yes, definitely.
Now, if you're not a rhubarb person, this probably wouldn't be for you because rhubarb's, you have to like rhubarb.
right, it's an acquired taste, I think.
But this is like rhubarb juice now, a
Yes.
rhubarb beer without the sour.
And that's what's amazing to me is you hit the nail on the head. There's not a stitch of sour in that.
Very good. I mean, that's very good. I'm
I mean,
kind of
actually,
amazed at what happens with these extremes mixed together.
I can't believe that the base in the Crazy took the sour and the sweetness and everything and balanced it to
So there
that.
was 1 part Budweiser, 1 part of Crazy, and 2.5 parts of this, and it's not sour
No,
because that is the anti-sour.
it's got to be. It is definitely the anti-something. And I just, for how sweet that is and how sour that is, I can't
Yeah.
believe this is actually a good
You
drink.
can drink this. All right, well, let's move on to our
Yeah.
next one.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're ready for our second beer mix of the day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, for our free beer community, once again, we're still trying to redeem the old Crazy Brewski. Crazy Brewski is running 15% by volume, and what we're going to mix it with today, 1 part to 1 part, is we've got a double Jack, which is a double IPA coming out of Firestone Walker Brewing Company.
Yes, now it's running 9.5%.
Yes. So, and Dr. Al in his genius and his calculating. What did you say after we mix this is
Well,
going to be?
if we do 1 part to 1 part, which we feel like is a good ratio for this one, it comes out at 12.25%.
Which is high.
That's still high.
That's high.
Okay, especially for a beer.
We may be creating a sipper here, not a.
We may be creating a monster.
Oh, could be a real monster. So let's just.
All right.
Glass.
So I think all we have to do is each take a test tube of each one, 1 part of each, and yeah, we should be good to go.
I feel so.
You know what?
scientific.
Stop the presses. Hold everything. Our safety glasses aren't on. That could have been
Bad.
a disaster in the making.
I apologize to OSHA for my non-OSHA approved safety goggles.
Okay.
Okay, so we're back to our mixing these crazies. I realize it's so hard to grab those.
I mean, it's a small glass, of course, but it's a darker color.
Good thing I had those safety glasses on.
Boy, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Are you getting a bourbon there?
Oh my gosh. Is that possible?
Did we just create a bourbon out of 2 beers?
We did.
It's alive!
It is so good. For our free beer community, I wouldn't have believed that if I hadn't tasted it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that did to that flavor, to the sweetness, to the everything, but I definitely get the alcohol.
So we didn't really describe the
The
IPA.
Yeah, the Double Jack. It is I'd call it a smooth.
It's smooth.
It's smooth, but it's very upfront, very hoppy.
Yeah. We're talking fresh mowed lawn.
Yeah, we're talking
tea.
get your toothpick out.
Yeah.
But there's something about the alcohol and the flavors that.
That's putting the sweetness in.
Yes, it's definitely sweet.
There's
but
no hop left.
No.
You get that green hoppiness at all that
Not
we had
at all.
before? It's just not there.
And I think Big Al hit the nail on the head. I think that's a bourbon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got that slight sweet taste that.
It's obviously much lower alcohol than bourbon. So if you want a low alcohol bourbon, you can mix
you
these
make your
two.
own.
Yeah.
So
Pretty inexpensive bourbon too.
yeah, not bad at all.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to me that you get that sweetness of the bourbon and you get the alcohol on the backside. I mean, it's just like we're drinking bourbon. Wow.
That's neat.
That's pretty impressive. So I think that's 2 good ones for our free beer community to try at home. And it definitely, I believe if it's possible, I think we resurrected Crazy Brewski.
We found a way to drink it anyway.
That's what I never thought I'd say.
Well, this has been a fun experiment. We're going to do more of them in the future for sure.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed it as much as we did.
Yeah.
Hey, we encourage you. If you got a beer you're not crazy about, mix it.
Yeah.
Try it with something else. See what you can come up with, and then let us know.
Can't make it any worse.
Yeah, can't. Like we said, we don't think there's any such thing as a bad beer. There's just some that are a lot better than others.
Yeah.
So Big Al,
Charlie?
here's to God, guns, and rock and roll.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
So much better.
Very good.
I never thought we'd redeem that thing.
Oh, really? Well, join us next time for another episode. Don't forget, I'm Big Al.
I'm Charlie.
Till next time. Right here at the studio, the world famous Mermaid Lounge. Okay. We're here at the studio, the world famous Mermaid Lounge, for another episode. My name's Big Al, and this is Big Char.
I got a promotion. Woo! Every stone goes unturned.
No, that's not it. It's close. Their tagline says something about that.
Yes.
What is that? He didn't make it. He was that close.
I have no idea.
All right.
So, okay, makes sense now.
Okay, pick it up.
Okay.
The stuff I go through, Big Al has to go through to make this show happen.